G'day folks, and welcome to World of Warships with the magnificent Margon. Well, today is a bit of a how to wreck it, in my opinion, in World of Warships. No, I'm not going to play with the Clemson, as much as it is a very nice and great destroyer. Probably key things to keep in mind about the Clemson is, if you play destroyer class and you're new to this game, stop firing torpedoes everywhere. If you want Kaz to jump out of the screen and punch you in the face, keep doing what you're doing. Because that's what he is going to do. He is going to jump out and punch you in the face. Just because it's something he would love to do, because he's sick and tired of dying in his destroyer because everyone keeps firing torpedoes randomly. Now I've got that bit out, and I'm a little bit annoyed too, and I haven't had as much trouble as he has, but he's had a lot of trouble. Now, in this screen, basically I had a live recording and none of it's going to work out now. So I'm just going to try and remember what I did. The reason I'm showing you this is purely and simply because, look, there are no premium ships. Now this happened probably a couple of days after Wargameing decided you do not need premium ships. It's not worthwhile for you guys to have them. So we're going to take them away from you for this time being until people get used to grinding up the stock ships until you get to people to level 7, well, tier 7. You still have the USS Russian ships there. You still have, well, you haven't got any Japanese, but you still have the Warspite there. I have bought the Warspite. I am sort of looking forward to taking that ship for a spin. I haven't done it as of yet. As you can see, I still have my 3 ships that I bought during closed beta. I didn't buy it to get in the closed beta. I was actually a alpha tester. I played 2 weeks of alpha test, so I can call myself an alpha tester to a certain degree. I played the beta weekend plays, the 3 that they did, along with I got actually a key offering me to come and play in the closed beta test. Bought the ships purely because I actually was quite impressed by them. You got premium time along with it and a few other knickknacks, and I was like, you know what, these are pretty good ships and I do enjoy them. Now what am I doing here? I don't know what I'm doing with this screen, so I'll just keep babbling on until I figure out where I was at until the battle starts. My opinion, as you saw on that screen that just flicked past with the Omaha-class cruiser in the modulars, I don't play with the top hull. You might be different. You might like playing with the top hull. This is where I'm comparing to other ships at the moment. Yeah, I remember what I was doing vaguely. I have got the South Carolina, but I haven't played a lot in it. It's a terrible, terrible battleship, and I hate it to bits at tier 3. It's one of those ones where you sit there going, really, please don't make me have to grind through this. No, Wargaming, I don't like you. But yes, got the looking forward to get the Tenru. That is one ship I want to get, but I haven't got there yet. So I've got the Chukiyama, or Chukama, whichever way you want to pronounce it, and it's not bad. So I'm just waiting for myself to catch up here. So why not just start just babbling on a bit more? There we go, battle starting. I do like this at the moment. There are like 16,000 people playing, which basically means that for me, being that I got given a 5-star captain for my ships for both Japan and America, tells me that I was within the top, one of the top 2,000 players out of 6,000 playing on the Asian server, which means I'm actually feeling pretty confident. So when you look at that 2,000 compared to the 20,000 you can get, that's 10 times better than most people, which is why I'm doing so well at this game at the moment and why my win percentage is so high. I'm actually sitting at 64% win rate. Now, I think it's coming down to Kaz and I are both sitting at very high win rates for what we really are as players. But the reason for that is because we are doing really well. We are playing this game very progressively, very smartly, and we're not actually losing the battles by playing what we know and how to play properly. And this is where I'm coming into this battle now. I'm showing you on this map how to actually play it, in my opinion. I am actually talking to someone. I'm one that just sort of keeps to himself and just plays the game. Doesn't want to bring too much attention to me. But hey, if you want to say hello to me in battles, he's not saying hello, he's just saluting. But if you want to say hello to me, if you play on the Asian server, I play on Asian. My internet couldn't cope with NA, EU, or RU, and I wouldn't play on RU people. Now this is what annoys me. I started turning to sort of avoid the battleship, and he started turning the opposite way. Great. Big start for a battle. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Anyway, can't help everyone. I'm heading down to what is commonly known as a destroyer corner area. Down the bottom end here at 4, 5 and 6 is predominantly an area where destroyers will hunt, along with sort of cruisers that are a bit more sort of, yeah, I can handle it and I can do this, and I can take you guys on. So that's where I've decided to actually head, and it's not a bad thing, but it's not a good thing to do. But it is actually really, really smart gameplay in my opinion. Here I've actually auto-selected those bombers. Just hoping to do some shots. If they come to me, at least I'll be aim. As I said, I decided to Australia. And I actually panned around and look at this. The New York has got all this AF fighting on those fighters. And the bombers come in. Not even a shot fired them, there goes one of them. Unfortunately, they drop bombs on him and set him on fire. Well, you know what, whose fault's that? That's the New York's fault. But he could be new to the game, and I will not discredit him for that factor, purely and simply because it is a learning curve. What I recommend, hold control, select torpedo bombers, select the bombers. Make sure that your AA guns, when they come in the range, are focusing on the right targets to give you the best chance of survival. Now look at this. Maximum range, firing the ISO cars, and boom, 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 boom. 2 crits, 2 hits, and 1 fire. That is a slowly firing again, hit the top of the mountain. What a shame. Now I am circling back through into a very, very dangerous position here if I do this. So I know that I'm being spotted, but I'm safe. So I've got a lot of fire coming in at me. It's time to maneuver this ship again and get it back into another optimum position. Destroyer coming in. What was that one? I didn't see it. I can't read it. It's very hard with this screen at the moment. If you can read it, you probably read it already. It is the ISO-CAD. It's got light looks. So I know that I have to deal with him and push him back. I also now have a problem where I've got a Wikis coming up behind me. And Wikis are American cruisers that have got guns. So I have to deal with this guy. 1 crit, 1 hit, so it means he can't fire his torpedoes. But as you can see, I'm actually sailing way down. I'm actually playing really simple, because there's a cruiser and 2 destroyers. Now I'm playing smartly now. See, the indicator told me there was torpedoes on my right side of the screen. I checked to see what they were doing to make sure I get away. Another cruiser damaging his rudder. He's popped a smoke screen. He needs to get out of there. I set him on fire. I now aim up for the Tenrui. I fire at him, and I am not going to stop him to get back and use the battleships behind me to take us to the fight. At the same time, I'm taking
problem solved, sir.
But that's only because the rear of my ship is showing, and I'm actually predicting the movements of this Tenrui. Now look at that fire coming in. It is hard to hit a turning ship. Turning a ship is actually a lot better way to play it. Look at that. And Wiki burning his engines.
Enemy heavily damaged.
Firing AP. I actually changed AP. I find with cruisers, firing AP is the way to go. If you're not firing AP on a cruiser of equal tier or lower, you are a fool. You should be shot and hung at the stake. As you saw it,
enemy cruiser destroyed.
At the end, finish up. Now I've got my battleships here with me. I got my battleship brothers. I'm feeling more confident. I'm going to go back into the Lion's Den and take on these 2 destroyers. taken out their best chance of survival, and I know there's torps in the water ahead of me, so I sort of think, oh yeah, I'll be pretty good. I should be able to just sail on through. Got my nose ahead. I'm pretty happy with it. Torpedo bombers now. I am predicting torpedo bombers. Turning my ship knowing that New York will need so many of those before there's more torpedoes, which puts me in a very dangerous position. Now, if there were those destroyers were paying attention, they probably would have been able to take me out. Now I'm lucky that I'm using the gap that the New York's made for me to actually, and I'm slowing my ship down at quarter speed. I don't want to lose all my speed, but I want to lose just enough so that I'm not going to eat these torpedoes. The only thing is I actually swung my front end round too far, so I just turned back and they stopped just perfectly. So that is being aware of your surroundings. Strongly recommend doing it, because you probably could get killed. Oh, here we go. What do we got here? ISOCAS or the wikis? Predicting firing, and there you go.
You sunk an enemy destroyer.
For destroying a destroyer. I'm preeminent. There's 2 kills, 27 hits, 6 criticals. Looks like 3 fires, 3 citadels, and a couple of planes. He fired torps me. Now I do eat 1 torp here. You know what? Eat a torp, get flooding, just want to away.
We're all below the water line. We're flooding quickly.
And this is where I go, okay, time to play a little
Problem solved, sir.
And this is what I'm talking about. This is where you've got to predict movements. Now here comes another piece coming in. So he's not actually maneuvering that much. So that shot really well. These ones I think will miss. But I am firing HE again. Yep. So I'm just using you can take the chance of predicting shots. Now he's getting closer and closer. Firing. Oh, and he's dead. Wasn't
enemy destroyer sunk.
But I did that with someone else's. I kept my path going a little bit straight and true. There is another destroyer. No, there's not. So now I'm basically going, alright, let's push up to their area and hello, aircraft carrier. What are you doing there? Okay, so this is plunging over the top. I have actually just sent up my spy drone to help me. Look at that, a citadel? Really? Plunging fire over the top citadel with a HE shell and 2 hits. This is turning into an amazing battle. What this aircraft carrier does next is really weird. You sit there going, what is he doing? Why wasn't he running away? Why was he actually sitting back? But for the time being, I have got a cruiser coming in at me. So I've got the HE loaded. I fired the HE. Critical hit on his torpedo tube. Now I'm firing AP again. I'm lining up a spread of torps just as a caution, just in case he tries to get too close to me. Firing AP. That's splashing around me. That's slow. 5 hits, 2 planes down. And there's another hits, 4 hits, another plane down. He did send bombers after me. Another 2 hits. And this guy is he's angled his ship away, so just for the best now. Really truly hoping for the best, and there's the best. 2 citadels.
You destroyed an enemy cruiser,
making the biggest smile on my face. And okay, he was playing maneuverability to get away from me, which is great. Now the only thing is my spy drone's been shot down now. Oh, poor spy drone. Very sad. Can't tell and can't see where this aircraft carrier is. Okay, I know he has secondaries as an aircraft carrier, so if he's turned around to try and engage me in a combat battle, this could be a problem for me. Now there is a torpedo bomber off to my left, firing at him. He's going somewhere. He's ignoring me. I think this guy's sort of half given up. But that's okay. I'm cool with giving up, and then I find out why this guy gives up. Come around the corner here, and he's just sitting around this corner. I'm like, dude, what the hell happened? Why aren't you getting away? And I think what's happened is he's just got so flustered with trying to control aircraft and trying to do things that he's accidentally got his ship caught on island. And okay, let's just roast this guy. Let's finish him quickly. And then I realised, you know what? Let's just get a sneaky couple of torpedo shots into him. I haven't fired them yet, but that is what's going to happen. I go, what's the point? I fire a widespread. Why would I fire a widespread? Just shoot the damage. And I just do another random fire like this. 8 hits. Whatever. And then I ignore him and drive away and say, see you later, you've got torpedoes to deal with. I'm not gonna, and then I sit here and watch.
We've sunk an enemy aircraft carrier.
For me, love it. This is how it's meant to be. Now, hitting people on the edge of the map. See the blue line that I'm aiming for at the moment? That's how you hit people that are sailing against the edge of the map. It took me ages to get I was having a huge matchup, and so was Kaz. And there is a truth to it. I otherwise back to Australia recommend watching people play live streams. Torpedo bombers. I'm actually now maneuvering my ship to be wary of these guys because I don't want to really have torps come at me. Watching them, just keeping my eyes on them. Keeping my eyes. I know that they're sort of circling around there like sharks. And then an aircraft carrier pops up. Goody, says I. Oh, I love aircraft carriers. And there's that blue line again. I'm just aiming for it, and I am just missing it. So we start to. This is where you're sort of using ranging shots, in my opinion, to learn. Okay. So when you're shooting things, anything over the edge, you can actually hit. So you gotta aim for the
Fighter ready for takeoff.
Now I'm turning around Confederate. Actually, that's the third Confederate. Like, that is just ridiculous. And I haven't even loaded up my flags to use. So, look, all I can say is that playing World of Warships, you've got to be smart about what you're doing. So many people are now making mistakes like this, and it's simple. A little hit, and I get the final kill. No, I don't. It's a shame. But again, this is how silly it is. 3,100 XP. This isn't even my first win of the day. 5 kills, 123 hits. 1 torpedo because I was lazy, 7 planes, 11 crits, 5 fires, 1 flooding, and 7 citadels, plus I did 1 point on it. Looking at the XP, 2,000 base XP. Okay, if you looked at my games tonight, I've had 3 2,000 base. And Kaz said to me on that last one, go, are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. And I got 4 kills in that last one. This is what I'm talking about. This shouldn't be happening, and the idea of these videos that I'm doing for you guys now is to assist you guys to become better at World of Warships, and I'm going to try my best to point out these problems that people are falling into. People are sitting back way too much in battles, which is giving players like me perfect opportunities to just sail them through knowing what the ships are like. I know you've got to be careful. Plus Confederate, that's another award that I got. You can only be so careful in this game. You be too careful in this game and you suffer because of it. 64%. That's where I'm sitting at the moment. I've never in my life in any wargaming game sat so high as what I am at the moment. There's my awards for being Confederate. I am actually a tier 8 Admiral Commander person, so I do have the signaling flags to use at my disposal. So that 19,000. Okay, I started at 16,000 tonight. I'm up to now 28,000 XP unlocked after playing for 2 hours, basically in this game. Guys, you're making this a little bit too easy. Like, this ship is good. As you saw, maneuverability wise, I was turning. I was using the speed to help me get across the map. The turning is pretty good at 500, and the rudder shift is very good at 7.5 seconds, shifting from one side to the other. Torpedo range 5 kilometers. It's American standard torpedoes. It's the last ship that cruiser they put torpedoes, and they said, nah, not worth it. Let's just put more guns on our ships. Cleveland, I can't wait to show you the Cleveland, and I'm hoping to have that unlocked tomorrow. And if I do, it's going to be on for young and old at tier 6 in my Cleveland. Hoping to get that upgraded as soon as possible. Yeah, I can't say much else. Like, I'm showing you all the sort of stats on it. Recommend going through. Make sure you know your ships before you jump in them, what they're capable of doing and what they're not capable of doing. I know I have got 4 skills unlocked on this ship. 2 being level 1 skills, and 1 being level 2, and 1 being level 3 skills. I'm currently working towards level 4 skill. So it does give me that bit more advantage over new players having all those extra perks and skills on my head captain, but it shouldn't make that much of a difference if you're playing your ship correctly and in the right way from the word go. Here I'm comparing the Japanese torpedoes. Like 7 kilometer range, upgrade torpedoes 10 kilometer range. This is what I'm talking about when you guys are playing in destroyers, particularly, or cruisers, particularly in Japan. You have these amazing torpedoes that have huge range, and if you fire them too early or at the wrong time, even people playing the American ones, like you only have 5 kilometers on the American ones. Like, look at that, 5.5 kilometers. Why fire your torpedoes? Okay, look at your mini map. There are circles that come around. If you've played World of Tanks and you use XVM, this circle is like the XVM circle of your maximum range. I'm guessing, I can't remember the circles. It's been a while since I've actually sat down and played World of Tanks. I'm playing a lot of World of Warships. So you've got those circles. The circles will actually show you if the target's not inside the circle, don't fire torpedoes. And half the time, if you're firing torpedoes at 10 kilometers at a destroyer or a cruiser, you're not gonna hit him. If you hit him, it's a fluke. Or the fact the guy just keeps sailing in a straight line and you've aimed your torpedoes with that aiming assistant thing very well and hit him. But it's not a guaranteed thing to hit him every time that grey circle lines up with the ship to hit him. I think it's a great actually benefit to World of Warships having it, because it's not a guaranteed hit still, but it gives you an idea of where you need to be aiming. They did have something similar in World of Warships originally in Alpha, before I even went in, where they had a target thing where you aim with your shells to hit ships, and everyone's getting citadels and fires, and it was crap. Whereas now you have to actually work to hit those shots. It's almost like hitting light tanks on the move in World of Tanks, or medium tanks. You have to pre-aim that shot just in front of them so it goes boom, hits them. So you got to do the same thing with torpedoes. You cannot basically just do random shots. If you have people around you and you're doing random shots, as I said earlier, Kaz would like to come up to you and punch you in the face. Tonight we've played 3 games in our destroyers. 1 battle I got killed outright. 2 battles he actually got wrecked, and it was just sitting there going, wow, that was crap, what's the point of playing? And this is what we need to prevent. This is what we need to learn. I am going to do a few destroyer battles once I get probably tier 4. I am tier 4, I've got the claims now. Tier 4, even tier 5, to show you guys from an American cruiser point of view how hard it is to avoid when you've got enemy torpedoes, friendly torpedoes, along with torpedo bombers dropping torpedoes all around you, and you sit there going, screw you guys, stick it up your ass. The other key thing to remember is, with fixed turreted ships like the St. Louis, like the Omaha, like the Phoenix, and a whole range of other ones where they have guns all the way around them, sit there and circle. The Cleveland, I don't know how well it's going to go with the whole circling tactic that I do in my Omaha-class ship to avoid shells, because they're all swivel turrets. Other than the secondary turrets, every single turret on this ship is a swivel turret. So spinning my ship might actually not work. Now you might sit there saying, well, it could work. I haven't tried it. I do watch streamers that play these ships, and I see them doing it. So it could be quite interesting to see how doing it will actually pay out for me as a captain. Whether it's going to work as a good tactic or whether it's just useless and I might as well just keep playing where you just man up and go in there with the Cleveland. But with the anything in the Omaha, the Phoenix, the St. Louis, even the Clemcy, can't think what the tier 1 ship is for the Americans. I've found, and some of the Japanese ships too, just sitting there on the spot circling and waiting like a little shark. You can actually do a lot more damage in one spot just using your range, just peppering people at the distance of HE or AP. That, more victories tonight. That was earlier this evening from just Kaz and I playing, as long with the couple of battles I played by myself. I sent him this screenshot of my result, and said, this is what I've just done. He just jumped on straight away and gone, what are you doing? What's happening? And we've had some amazing battles. 16,000 people playing at the moment on the Asian server. Guys, I can't express it anymore. You need to start learning things, and I'm going to start trying to put out as many things of how to on World of Warships to assist you to become a better player at this game. Since we've got so many people making so many critical mistakes that were made in the early stages of closed beta. So hopefully we can fix these problems. But guys, look, subscribe to my channel. Big red button says subscribe. Along with that subscription button, there is also the like button. If you like this video, if you want to see more videos like this, I'm going to be producing a lot more coming up very, very soon over the next course of months leading up into when this game goes live. So like the video, subscribe to the channel. Along with doing that, I have a Facebook page. In the description below there is a link to it. Go to it, follow it, and you will be given access to seeing some of my results as I show them in different battles and things like that. That's how that, guys. I was actually hoping to put another battle in, but this battle actually showed everything I wanted to do. I really wish I was recording all my other battles I have of Chaos Knight for live footage that I'm going to upload, but I didn't, so I'm going to start doing that very soon. That's how that, guys. Look, whatever you're doing, enjoy your gaming like I do. Happy hunting. And I'll catch you on those seas.